Oh, well, look at this. We have an update. This is big time now. An update to my favorite shows that I've attended. It's been a while since they've had an update. And I do get asked that question a lot. What is the favorite show, your favorite show you've ever been to? Usually it's pertaining to Phish, and that would still be the list. That's what this list is. But what kind of got me thinking about it was I would say non-Phish, the Billy Strings Halloween in Asheville in 2021 was probably my favorite show I'd ever been to. I mean, that thing was phenomenal. It was just incredible from beginning to end, and that was just so memorable. That's another reason I feel like maybe there's a little recency bias here. Like that show in 21, as you'll hear, all the shows on my Phish list, somewhat recent, really. A couple of them, that's not true. But the two King Gizzard shows, I would say, would rank up there as two of the best shows I've ever seen. Most memorable. I don't suppose I'll forget those anytime soon. One like that better than Ezra show I saw in 1997. I don't remember much about that other than the fact that I went. All right, so let's get to this. And this is really in no particular order. It is hard to say. Maybe I could put them in order here, actually. What I have here is February 21st, 2003 in Cincinnati. That's on the list because while it wasn't my first show, really my first show should be the number one show. I mean, it's a legendary show. It got the dinner and a movie treatment. July 23rd, 1999, Polaris, Columbus, Ohio. Unfortunately, though, I just was not into it yet. I wasn't ready. I was obviously aware of the band. I had friends that were into the band. They dragged me to the show, and it was just all right, you know. I knew the stuff from a live one. That was about it, really, at that time. So, the first show where it really did hit me, though, February 21st, '03 in Cincinnati. The Wilson opener, the lights during Free. And the next night was actually just maybe even a better show. But then overall, because this was the show where I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to do a lot more of these. That gets it in the top five. Then the Merriweather show, actually, August 12th, 2018. A rain-soaked day, if I remember correctly. And I do remember correctly. At a Sears pawn show by the end of the afternoon before the show started. And then we had pretty much a Tweezer Reprise Fest. Not a Tweezer Fest. We had a couple of Tweezer Reprise played twice, along with Tweezer. A Tweezer Reprise jam in the middle of Piper. That was pretty nice. So that was maybe, while not the best show, one of the most fun shows I've been to. One of the better shows of that summer, too. Couple shows on the list. I've been lucky to go to some of the shows of the summer. July 14th, 2019, Alpine. Maybe one that I had re-listened to the most, actually. The first set, while, it was about the bust outs, which, could be hit or miss with me. They were all, like, songs that I like and want to hear. I remember Vultures, Pebbles and Marbles, Glide. Maybe About to Run hadn't been run into the ground yet, although I still like that one. So there was and just a few others. Strange Design, I believe. So many in the first set, really. There, a few others along with them. Maybe was there a Timber? No. All right. Well, anyways, then the second set comes along. The Ruby Waves, all the shenanigans with the Marriage and YEM, Contact, all of that. A Sanity and Iculus. So a very memorable show. Certainly one that I will always have in my top five. And then this year's Deer Creek, August 4th, 24, sneaking in there. Been talking that one to death, so I'll leave that alone for now. July 23rd, '03, probably July 22nd, '03 would have been in the mix here. Those back-to-back nights were just unbelievable. My first three-night run, like I was saying, in February, I really got into the band. By that summer, I was doing three-night runs at Deer Creek. Let's go. We're ready to go, man. We're into this. We're taking our PlayStation, getting a hotel, playing Madden, a couple of psychos in a hotel. Whew, it was wild times, man. All right, so and then really all three Nutter Center shows get some honorable mention. If you have a hometown show at the venue, at one point, that 2017 show, like I feel like I could have taken a bicycle to the show. It was so close, and now even now I'm only 15, 20 minutes away, really. So last fall it was no problem at all. So those three always, maybe and they were good, solid shows, and I did have a great time. First time Mary went to her first Phish shows ever with me this fall, so that gets a little extra nod. Same thing with that Billy Strings show in Asheville. She wasn't even really a huge Billy Strings fan. She'd never really kind of been to a show like that. She'd been to some cool shows, but nothing quite like what was going to happen that night. And she also loved it. And I know she would have loved these King Gizzard shows, the Newport show for sure. So then let's try to put these Phish shows in order. You know, I want to maybe put that February '03 Cincinnati at number 1, but that Alpine show, like, I don't know, that might have been my favorite ever. It's tough to tell the difference between your favorite and the best, too, also. A couple of big July 23rds. Polaris, the 99 show, where I was full chomper. And then July 23rd, '03. 4 years later, I was ready to go. Probably still full chomper, though. Maybe less of a chomper by '03. All right, so we're going to put Alpine at my number 1 show I've ever attended. Alpine 2019, July 14th. Both sets, excellent. Spent one in the pavilion, one on the lawn. I mean, lawn sounded amazing that year. Still does. Cincinnati '03 would probably go at number 2. I'm going to put that Deer Creek '03 at number 3. I mean, that was a killer show. Then I'll put this year's Deer Creek at number 4, and then the Merriweather show at number 5. I mean, when the rain's one of the most memorable things. A lot of rain-soaked shows. And I was not at the Polaris show in 2000 with the apocalypse cloud, unfortunately. And then Gizzard, and Billy, I'd still put, man, I might put that King Gizzard number 1, Billy Asheville number 2, Gizzard Chicago 3. Then probably Jackal at Hera Arena in 1997. That'd be at number 4, Jackal. And then, what is my fifth? Probably Freakonox in New Orleans, about 3 o'clock in the morning, and One-Eyed Jacks, featuring Stanton Moore on drums. That was a cool show. It was super late, though. All right, I think they had the Big Chief. All right, we're out of here. Boom. That's it. Alpine 19, winner. Smelling dinner. We're out of here. Boom.